Hi, this is Kevin Sharp, Kevin Sharp Outdoors, and this is the Kevin Sharp Outdoor Review. Today we will be reviewing the Shakespeare LX 1500 rod and reel combo. It's a baitcaster reel and a fiberglass rod. We have had this rod and reel now in my possession for over 10 years. I bought it shortly after I received the Quantum Light rod and reel that has been previously reviewed. It has done considerably well, considering that I bought this rod and reel for about $30 at Walmart. It's held up through the years because of good maintenance, for one thing, and I don't use this rod and reel as what I would consider a primary rod and reel. But it will throw anything in the tackle box, just about. It's a medium duty type of rod and reel. And, I don't think it would last very long throwing something heavy like say a umbrella rig or something of that nature, or your heavier jigs and stuff. I do use this to throw jigs with. That's primarily what I use it with, my flipping rod. And I've had a lot of success with it. Just a few knocks on the reel. A few of them being it has a plastic spool in it. I'm not very fond of those. I see these tending to break sometimes in extreme heat and extreme cold. Also, it has a one ball bearing system in it, which can affect durability and will affect durability. And then the drag system on it is a little bit jerky. It's not as smooth as it used to be. So those are kind of the knocks against it. But all things considered, and keeping in mind something that my friend said a long time ago, my friend Sammy, fishing buddy who passed away, he said that friends don't let friends buy Shakespeare. Well, in this case, I would disagree with him. I would recommend this rod and reel. Let's get right to the review card, shall we? Number one, performance. I give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, it has done very well over the years, and like I said, this rod and reel has been in my possession now for over 10 years. I know a lot of you guys are probably out there saying, Kevin, why do you keep reviewing all this old stuff? Well, for one, it gives me practice to become a better reviewer, and I've had this in my possession for a long time. I know what they will do and what they won't do. And also, there is still a market for these older rods and reels and older equipment. It's out there, I want people to be able to find this stuff and know what it's capable of doing. Value, I gave it a 9 out of 10. I mean, $30 at Walmart. I mean, you can't beat that price, and for it to last as long as it has. Number 3, durability. I'm being very, very lenient here with this one. I probably would have given it a 7 out of 10 any other time, but I've had such a long run with this thing that I'm being generous to it, and I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 just because of what it has done for me in lasting all these years. Number 4, versatility. It can throw anything in my tackle box, just about, like I said, with the exception of the very heavy stuff, the umbrella rigs and whatnot, and the very, very light stuff. I give it an 8 out of 10 on versatility. And compatibility. I did knock off some points on it. I gave it a 7 out of 10 on compatibility because it's not completely compatible with everything in my tackle box, like I just got through saying. So it might not necessarily be the first rod and reel that I pick up to go fishing with. Number 6, simplicity. 8 out of 10. I think I've said it in the Quantum Light review that most bait casting rod and reels are going to be an 8 out of 10 because it takes a while to learn how to use them and to use them properly. Number 7, maintenance. I gave it a 9 out of 10. They're very easy to keep the maintenance up on them. Just use some oil. I recommend using rim oil. I know a lot of guys say, don't you use that on guns? Yeah, you do, but it comes in handy for a lot of things. I know there's fish oil out there, real oil out there that you can put on them, but with my experience with the real oil, it seems to be very thick. and whenever I've used it on these reels in the past, they don't seem to like it very well. So I use a lighter type of oil. So the rim oil, it is recommended for using on fishing equipment, so I do recommend the rim oil. On number 8, which would normally be philosophy, but I'm changing that to theory. Theory of use. I give it a 9 out of 10. It's a fishing rod. It's kind of a multiple-purpose fishing rod, but I do use it in a particular manner. I use it now mainly as my flipping and pitching for my jigs. And it does good in that role, and that's the role that I use it in now. That brings us to number 9, speciality, which I gave a 9 out of 10 because of course, I use it as my flipping and pitching rod and reel. Moving on to number 10, likability. I gave it an 8 out of 10. I do like this rod and reel combination, even though it's not the first one I would pick up, but it's not the last one I would pick up. It has served me well throughout the years, and I really like the feel of this particular rod and reel combination. It does really good. That leads us to the overall quality score of 83 out of 100 possible points, giving it a firm B. In my reviewer notes, I mentioned about the reel having the plastic spool and the one bearing system. It performs well for what it is. It is a Walmart special, and for a lot of us guys out there, a Walmart special is the best that we can do. You know, there's no need in us going and buying a $300 rod and reel when a $30 rod and reel will do the job. So that is my review of the Shakespeare LX 1500. I'd like to thank you for viewing this review. I welcome your comments and ask that you keep the conversation civil. Remember the golden rule. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope you will subscribe to this channel. Good day.